Greetings, everybody. This is Golden Devin-Foxy Remastered here, everyone, and welcome back to another video, which means, by the way, we, on the other hand, are going to be doing is, well, it's going to be another one of Luigi's top 10 favorite NFL teams that he picked on the screen. That's right, everybody. We're going to be doing another one, but this time with top 10. And also, after this, by the way, there will be a reaction video. By the way, just want to give you guys an FYI a little bit that there will be a one reaction video where I might be able to react to a video, which, like I said, I'm going to probably get back to that exactly, and we'll resume to those exactly. And don't forget, by the way, that there'll probably be more reactions coming up pretty soon on this fifth channel, by the way, that more reaction videos will continue to keep on popping right in. So the answer, obviously, is that yes, it's going to come right back, and it's definitely, and I'd say definitely, going to come right on back. So if you guys are excited for what you guys are excited for, then yes, there is going to probably be more reaction videos yet than soon than ever, which is going to be all good news. So, as I said, reaction videos are going to come back, and there will be a top 5 version as for well exactly. That would be for Bowser's team, or should I say Bowser's favorite NFL teams would be top 5 and 10, by the way. The same thing that Mario and Luigi did, but this time with Bowser. And maybe probably cousin Bowser or Bowser Jr. That probably would be on the screen or just in the title. But like I said, we're gonna kind of find out and see what happens anyway. But like I said, who knows? Eventually, we'll just see what happens until further time, till time tells. So we're just going to have to probably wait and see and discover to know what's going to be next and what it's going to be like. So if you guys actually are excited for what you guys are excited for, then yes, that's pretty much what I would say as a recommendedly, and that's probably what I would say anyway. So if you guys do, and again, enjoy this interesting video of Luigi's top 10 favorite NFL teams that only Luigi had picked, by the way, then yes, we're going to kind of go on ahead and jump to that anyways and jump further to that now. So this now and truly to be said again, by the way, and right now, let's do this in 3, 2, 1, start. So, as the last one, by the way, that yes, the main favorite team Luigi always likes is no than any other to be Detroit Lions. And yes, it is true and positively true that yes, the only thing I can say the answer is obviously in front of everyone else is that yes, the main answer is that Luigi always likes Detroit Lions, which is pretty true to be honest with you guys, which, yep, that's Luigi's main first favorite team is no than any other than Detroit Lions, which that is correct. Very once again correct. That it is definitely Detroit Lions, which I'll be honest with you guys, that the answer is that yes, Detroit Lions by chance. That yes, of course, Detroit Lions will actually be Luigi's main first favorite team. So that's all I can say, and that's why Luigi likes Detroit Lions. So that's your answer, folks. But for now, it is time we jump to the next one of top 2 of top 10. Is that we're going to begin this right about now. Here we go. Okay, everybody. Here's the next one. The next one we have today is Luigi's secondary favorite team is known to be the Cincinnati Bengals. That's right, the Cincinnati Bengals, folks. And for this reason alone is why would Luigi choose the Cincinnati Bengals? Well, in the last video, yes, Luigi had picked that team because that would pretty much be his secondary favorite team, which I know he was going to be a little closer to choose the Carolina Panthers, but unfortunately, he wanted to choose was the Cincinnati Bengals for an obvious choice and obvious reasons. So that's probably why Luigi likes that team. So I guess that's probably why I'd say that, and I guess that's probably what he would do at this point anyway, just to choose that team is the Cincinnati Bengals, which I'll be honest with you, that's a very interesting predicament question. Very interesting choice. But anyway, that's all I can say, and that's all I can make the choice of. But as of now, that pretty much would be the answer. But anyway, here we go. Here comes top 3 of top 10. And of course, we're going to get more longer ones as we go to 6 all the way to 10. But anyway, let's get on to the next one, shall we? Here it is. Top 3 of top 10 is about to happen. So, looks like the team Luigi had picked of his third favorite team is to be the Carolina Panthers. That's right. Before I said that exactly and explained that yes, Luigi's third favorite team would have to be the Carolina Panthers, which not gonna lie though, Luigi definitely liked the Carolina Panthers to be his third favorite choice, which that remains to be his third favorite. So that is probably why, in amount of reasons, that Luigi had somehow picked the Carolina Panthers. So that is probably much my choice, and would say not clearly to be my choice, but I was meaning to say Luigi's choice. That yeah, it was Luigi's choice, and it was definitely his option to pick that idea. So he definitely considered choosing was the the Carolina Panthers to be his third top favorite. So that is what I can definitely point out and make the obvious and say that yep, that would definitely be his third favorite team is the Carolina Panthers. Now, here we go on top 4 of top 10. That it's going to be completely an obvious choice as well. That is Mario's favorite team is the Indiana Colts. Yep, the Indiana Colts, which would pretty much be likely to be so. But anyway, here we go on top 4 of top 10. Shall begin and definitely start. Here we go. Okay, looks like Luigi had definitely chose his fourth favorite team would be Mario's favorite, the Indiana Colts, which is Indianapolis, which that is definitely Luigi's fourth favorite would be Mario's team is the Indiana Colts, which in this turn, and I would say full grantedly, a very interesting wise of a choice that yep, it would be Luigi's fourth favorite team is the Indiana Colts, which not gonna lie by the way, not going to lie, but it is a very interesting thought and a very interesting point of the view, which would probably would understood and make some understanding points, but very interesting, interesting thought and very interesting points. So I'd say earlier that it will definitely be Luigi's, you know, for favorite, because I know that Mario and Luigi support teams exactly because I know Mario would support Luigi's brother on his fourth favorite, and I know Luigi would pretty much likely be supporting Mario's fourth favorite, would pretty much be Mario's favorite team. So, even though they're going to be in fours exactly, that's fine anyway, but that's temporarily fine anyway. But just as the last time on the other last video, yes, we pretty much would know that, and we understood. But anyway, to the point we're going to get to the next one of here right now is we're about to begin the next one on underhandedly. That we're definitely going to be jumping right onto the next one, of course, is that the only thing we're going to probably do next by the choice, and by the way, is here comes the next one. The next one of top 5 to top 10 right here is definitely going to be the Jacksonville Jaguars. that we're going to be jumping onto that, by the way. And finally, as the longer ones, I'd say yes, the longer ones will still continue. But anyway, let's continue, folks. Here we go. All right, so looks like on the other hand, looks like as of right now, that I'll say is this. So far, as of right now, as we're speaking, that Luigi's fifth favorite team is the Jacksonville Jaguars. And yes, we all know Luigi had chosen that idea because for some other reason, he, on the other hand, kind of decided just to go for Jacksonville Jaguars, just to kind of choose that on his fifth favorite, which, not gonna lie though, he definitely chose that for his fifth favorite. So the answer, I'd say, yeah, it probably would be saying that, yeah, it would make a whole lot of sense. So I'd say, yeah, that's what I can pretty much make the point of exactly. So that would definitely be Luigi's fifth favorite is the Jacksonville Jaguars. So as I can tell, and as I can say otherwise, yep, that would be his considering favorite. Is Luigi's fifth favorite would be the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, the moment you have all been waiting for of right now is we're going to be revealing top 6 all the way to top 10, which is definitely going to be reconsidered exactly in the screen that you guys might see randomly that would be selected by Luigi himself. So, as what Luigi said earlier to me, that he said here on number 6 all the way at 10 have been definitely been finalized and been chosen by Luigi and considering by him. So, here it is. The next one we're about to jump onto as of right now that we're going to get to is, of course, here it is, starting in 3, 2, 1, and here we go, folks. Let's do this. All right. Another reveal just had begun. And you guys want to know what the next reveal is going to be? Well, you guessed it, you correct it, and I can say, yep, that is right, everyone. That is correct. Which means the next one has been revealed. As you guys may or may not know, that we are just going to jump right on to the next point of the time that we are about to say. The next reveal, by the way, and by choice, is here's what the next one's going to be. So, the next reveal we're going to be doing, and I say the next reveal is going to be the next reveal. So here it is. The next reveal of Luigi's sixth favorite is the Cleveland Browns. Now, I know what you'd be thinking. Why would Luigi choose a team that refers to something that's like a Cleveland Brown? You may ask. Well, unfortunately, Luigi didn't really seem to say it wasn't a bad look on like, what the Cleveland Browns' look is pretty much likely to be. I know it's like still like a football helmet, but it probably would have been something pretty cooler if it was like an upgraded different logo, but not bad, I guess. But Luigi somehow said that he didn't kind of seem not to budge about the logo, but he just thinks that the logo's kind of fine, but I think he probably would have said something more different by saying that they could have like got a different logo and got like a very interesting logo while it still remains orange. I mean, it could have probably been orange/brown, but that's totally fine. But I mean, live and learn, man. Just live and learn, but it's just fair enough. But that's pretty much Luigi's sixth favorite would definitely be is the Cleveland Browns. That's right, the Cleveland Browns. And also that, yes, I will definitely explain to you guys about pretty much likely the green, yellow, and red, which means best, middle, and worst, which, it's going to still be the same thing as I will explain it right now, but, I probably won't explain it until we get to the very end of top 10 exactly. So, that I can probably say and make a lot more agreements. But anyway, let's get on to top 7 of top 10. So here's the next team that will be revealed as here and right now that we're just about to reveal any second now. So here it goes in three, two, one, and here we go. And begin, folks. Begin. Okay, so Luigi's seventh favorite would be the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, in a fair correction of state, by the way, is that I would say, in my opinion, Luigi would say something like this, that for one, he probably would say exactly that he would choose the Las Vegas Raiders to be his seventh pick exactly, which not gonna lie, that was a little bit of a good move and a smart move for him to actually say that he would pretty much rank them to be on number 7, but it probably isn't anywhere than the bottom 10. At least he would be proud for that one exactly at least. At least they wouldn't be on number 10, but I think somehow, like I said, includes how the thumbnail goes, which, yes, that's how the thumbnail is going to stay, and it will stay as what it will stay, but in the main true positivity right there is that Luigi had definitely picked the Las Vegas Raiders to be his seventh pick of number 7, so I'd say that is a pretty smart choice, and I obviously would say I would never consider assuming to say that they would be somewhere on the number 7 spot, but I'd say, very interesting choice. I'd say that's a very well interesting positivity choice that I'm going to say, not going to lie. That's like a very interesting choice in a very interesting spot. Like, very interesting spot. I mean, it's at least not anywhere than 8 or 9 at least, but I'd say that's totally fine. I mean, at least top seven's fine, at least to have them being on up there. But, there's like 3 more teams that Luigi's going to select, and then we're going to probably reveal on the count number by knowing which one's on green, yellow, and then red. But remember, though, like I said, green is best, yellow is a minimum, and red is worst, which means on one of those spots that Luigi had selected have definitely been chosen. So, as of now, we're about to reveal top 8 of top 10. So, let's get on with the next one and jump right into the next one. So here it is. Counting in three, two, one, and here we go. Okay, so here's the next one is top 8. And yes, the revealing on the screen is the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, you may ask me another question is why would Luigi choose the Philadelphia Eagles on number 8? Well, let's just say that I think for Luigi, for the sake of most of them, I'd say Luigi has definitely have chosen, would definitely consider to be that the Philadelphia Eagles would be his eighth favorite and be his selection on number 8 because for one, he had never seen an eagle before, and two, he probably would say that he'll decide to add the Philadelphia Eagles on number 8, which is just a little close from red, but at least it'll probably somewhere stay at yellow. But I think that's why Luigi would choose the Philadelphia Eagles to kind of remain to be at number 8, and besides being on number 9. So that's probably what would happen, and that's probably what would go on anyways. That Luigi would definitely choose that idea and select that team to be on somewhere to be at number 8, which means the Philadelphia Eagles are definitely on top 8, which means Luigi had selected that idea and totally had chosen that idea and pick. So that is probably my saying, and that is probably what I would say at this very time and point again that we'll see what happens anyway, and just to keep finding out what happens. But until further notice, that I think for now, Luigi just choose the Philadelphia Eagles to be his top 8 favorite. So, anyways, that's all I have to say. And for his selection choice. But anyway, here it comes down to towards to be on top 9 of top 10. So, here we go. Here comes the next one, starting as of right about here and now to begin. Okay, here is the next one, folks. Here it is. The next one we have on top 9 of top 10 is the Dallas Cowboys, which means the Dallas Cowboys are on the ninth selection of, you know, that is the selection that Luigi had chose and picked on the screen was known to be is the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I understand where Luigi's coming from and where all this can make more sense for Luigi to kind of know the fact of why he would honestly would go for is the Dallas Cowboys to be on number 9. So, I'd say that's a very interesting statement which I don't kind of see why Luigi would choose it, but I'd say, well, I mean, Dallas Cowboys kind of end up being on the ninth rank by Luigi, so I guess Luigi doesn't have any problem with Cowboys. I mean, he's just saying that he probably would suggest having them being on 9, so like I said, I think that probably would be something. But anyway, that's probably what I would say, but it's all I would say. But anyway, it is time we reach on to the next number of here at this time to be is, well, obviously, here we go as of now that we're going to be jumping on to top 10 of top 10. So I guess I can probably know why we're going to be heading to the next number or so. But as of now, we are about to reveal the next number of top 10 of top 10, which means one last final team that will be considered being on the rank. So, as of now, let's do this. Here we go, and let's do it. Starting already in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. The next and final last reveal is the Baltimore Ravens. So, I can give you guys a amount of interesting questions. By the way, interesting positivity questions that I do want to say and let you guys know, by the way, is that the Baltimore Ravens, by the way, are Luigi's last pick, is the Baltimore Ravens. Now, I completely understood the reason to why some reason Luigi would pick the Baltimore Ravens, but not of a bad choice, not a really bad choice, but a very interesting positivity choice that I would say that, yeah, that probably would be a very interesting choice that Luigi somehow would pick the Baltimore Ravens down to definitely be next to is, next to number 9. But, all I can say is at least the Baltimore Ravens are down at number 10, which means, that's where the Baltimore Ravens are at right now, exactly, which they're probably on the 10th spot anyway, on the lowest rank that Luigi had selected. So that's probably why Luigi picked that, and that's why he chose it. So that's pretty much why. Anyways, let's go ahead and just reveal pretty much on the best and minimum, and of course, worst. So as of now, Luigi so far right now, with his four of the favorites being up there, is best. Which, the best teams of right now that Luigi likes on the green on best is Detroit Lions, Cincinnati Bengals, Carolina Panthers, and Indiana Colts that Luigi had selected them on the best. Now, here comes on the minimum, by the way, which means average on yellow. We have his Jacksonville Jaguars, Cleveland Browns, and Las Vegas Raiders, and of course, finally, the Philadelphia Eagles. So those other teams are definitely on the yellow spot on average, which means they're on the average. So, they're definitely on the average. And so far, the worst right now on top 9 and 10 are the Dallas Cowboys and Baltimore Ravens that Luigi had chosen and picked. So, that is definitely Luigi's choices, and that's what his selections were chosen to be and picked. So I'd say that's pretty much Luigi's pick. So as of now, we're going to go ahead and get straight into the very only, and I mean considering the only and very only, right about the second to be at the very end of us wrapping the video and finishing the video while we still can. So it is time again, and it is definitely straight on time to say that we are about to jump right on to pretty much what we are going to be doing, by the way. So here we go, everybody. Let's do it. Let's get on with that. So here it is in three, two, one, and let's do it. So, looks like as of now, everyone, that so far the video is coming to an end, which means it's about to be wrapped up and finished. So, as of now, and as I would want to recall and say, by the way, is before we end this video here, remember, give this video a like and comment and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified so that way you guys again will not miss a single video that comes onto our fifth channel of Golden Devin-Foxy's Mario channel. And also just remember, by the way, the channel name, by the way, is definitely upgraded and been changed to Golden instead, exactly. Which, for those who don't get it, by the way, I changed it to something different, which I was referring to change it to Golden. So that's probably why I did that in all my separate channels, by the way, including this channel too. So that's why I had a very much like an idea to do that. So I just decided to kind of do that idea, and I kind of felt free with that idea and kind of let that idea be the idea and let that to be. So that is all I can give you guys the advice right now, and for that reason alone. So this being said already, thank you guys again for enjoying this one heck of an interesting video, and also indeed of this video. So if you guys liked all Luigi's ideas from top 1 all the way down to top 10, then I consider hoping you guys definitely like Mario's favorites and Luigi's favorites, even though that Bowser had not made a statement yet. Well, his statement's going to probably be happening pretty soon, until I finish like a reaction video, and then that's when I'll be sure as in fact to kind of jump onto that discussion to know what Bowser's top 5 favorites and 10 favorites, which I know he's going to have to select pretty much the teams of 9 teams being selected random. Like I know his main favorite team is still going to be the same, which is that, that he always sides with exactly, which, that's going to be revealed in top 5 anyway. But, until further notice, tell further more notices and see where this leads. But for now, we'll see where this goes, and I hope that you guys enjoy this appreciation, by the way, of me finally getting this one done for Luigi's top favorite 10 teams that were now finally been discussed and finally been done and finally been compromised, which means it's been done and finished, which that's Luigi's official final finishes, by the way. So yeah, that's definitely what I can say for you right there and say right now, guys. But anyway, if you guys enjoy this video, remember this. Give this video a like and comment and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified so that way you guys will stick around and enjoy more videos as this goes on this fifth channel. But this being said, thank you guys again for being patient, and appreciation is always and very much likely to be appreciative. So that's pretty much likely to be thankful for. But anyway, this being said, everyone, is I hope, and I do say, I hope you guys enjoy this video. And I'd say thank you very much for enjoying this. And like, comment, and subscribe to the bell to be notified, folks. That would be all, and appreciate it. So I would, if I were you, by the way, go on and subscribe to pretty much like with my fifth channel and my separate channels while you're at it, and subscribe to more stuff with the Mario stuff that will keep on continuing and thriving, much more stuff, by the way, and give you guys the best entertainment that will pretty much be for the fifth channel. So that being said, thank you. We'll see you later. Sign right off as always. See you guys later and next time for the next video. Bye bye, everyone. See you later and goodbye.